Hey guys, Mel here. Just wanted to go live because I covered this a little bit in my watch along that I just did for SmackDown, but I wanted to do a separate live stream just so people that aren't wrestling fans can still keep up to date on life stuff and channel stuff. So this year I plan on doing some new content ideas just to kind of add some variety to the content on my main channel. Of course, my other channel, VA3FDG, which is my ham related channel, I also plan on doing a lot more with that, but that will be discussed on that channel separately at a future date. Some of the ideas that I was tossing around that I want to put out there and get some feedback from you guys, whether you're new to the channel or you've been here for a while, or you're just casually viewing and maybe want something specific so that perhaps you stick around longer and actually, become a regular part of the community here that I'm trying to build on channel. So I was thinking, and again, I'm going to try these new things, but I also want feedback from you guys on what kind of content that I could possibly do that you'd be interested in. And maybe maybe some encouragement on how I could, make the present content better. So some of the ideas that I've been tossing around is I might start a new series where I start doing Ring Fit adventures on live stream. I'm not showing the actual game, of course, but of course I'm going to be using the Ring Fit stuff, but I'm not going to be actually showing it because, Nintendo doesn't tend to like YouTubers using their copyrighted and, stuff. But I also want to try and do maybe a vlog every so often when I go out for walks and such. Not tonight. I do plan on going for a walk soon. That's why I'm just doing this quick little live, just to kind of bring some ideas out and see what you guys think. I might do some vlogs when I'm out walking, probably during the day more so than at night, because at night I just kind of really want my phone to be as fully charged as possible. And I think this is dependent on if I can get a little bit better at using software, but I would like to do vlogs of not only day in the lives or just adventures I get up to, especially in summertime. I plan on doing day trips this summer. And I would like to bring you guys along. Of course, most of my day trips will probably be with people that may or may not want to be on camera. So I'm going to try and work around that too. But yeah, I just want to, diversify my content a little bit. And I'm open for feedback. I do want to try and do the Ring Fit thing because not only do I want to be in better shape than I am and have been, but I also want to try and use it as a way of, encouraging others to do the same. If they're like me and they procrastinate on trying to get themselves in shape. And I also want to try and have a regular series where I'm, doing some self-care stuff, maybe maybe some get ready with me live streams, maybe some cook with me live streams, even though I don't really cook much other than mac and cheese and Mr. Noodles, but maybe preparing coffee in the morning or doing dishes or, just like I said, diversifying my content a little bit, because most of it's my YouTube series, which I really have to start updating, and I have plans to do so in the next week or so. I could probably do it the week after next, because the week after next is Saturday night's main event, which means I'll probably do the Super Watch Along on the Friday. So that leaves the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday open. So I might do a addition to my Hidden Homeless series. But yeah, I just wanted to toss some ideas out there. I do want to try and share more of my daily life with you guys. Even with all the, sorry, I gotta blow my nose because but yeah, I want to try and diversify my content a little bit this year. Because I want to kind of get back to the kind of diversified content that I had prior to, I want to say, COVID. Because after COVID, it just went very, I kind of fell off, so to speak, in terms of having the same kind of diversified content that I had prior. Of course, I'm still going to do wrestling content. I'm still going to do all the present content that I'm doing. But I also want to add some different content so that maybe some people that aren't necessarily interested in wrestling or learning about homelessness and poverty, etc., and my experience with that, perhaps they might be interested in, seeing me in my journey of getting in better shape, doing some strength training, because I definitely need it. Because and this is the ironic part, when I used to have to carry cat litter and cat food for Fudge, like that helped build some upper body strength. But since I haven't had to do that after she crossed the Rainbow Bridge, I've kind of, lost that a little bit. The only time I ever have to really use my upper body strength is when I'm, carrying heavy Walmart bags full of ramen and mac and cheese, which I had to do yesterday, which was not fun. But I think it was a little too heavy, and I could have done it better and had like 2 Walmart bags instead of just one. But I managed because I got it home. But no, I just wanted to go live for a few minutes and just be like, hey, these are my ideas for kind of content ideas. I might even do like live streams where I'm cleaning, just because I know some people might enjoy that. They might enjoy, having somebody to, watch along with while they're doing their cleaning or doing their own thing. Or maybe people will do workouts alongside me when I'm doing my Ring Fit Adventure stuff. Because if you have Ring Fit Adventures for Switch, we could probably, do it together. So who knows? But yeah, I just want to try new things this year. And especially being in my own place and space again now, for the first time in 6 years. I feel like I can diversify my content a little bit because I'm not having to worry about working around other people. The only time that's going to be an issue is perhaps when I go live when I'm going on my day trips, depending on who I'm in the passenger seat next to. Yeah, but I hope to take some solo day trips this year too in the summertime, so that I can, live stream when I'm taking transit, because I don't drive, obviously. So transit's going to be right up there. Maybe, I don't know. The possibilities are endless, I think, because I have a whole lot of different interests. I'm not going to start channels for all of them. I want to try and, keep it to 2 channels. I want to keep VA3FDG for ham-related stuff. So that'll be all my ham radio content, which I'm also going to diversify a little bit, because ham radio is diverse. Like, it's a diverse hobby. But this main channel, I want to diversify from the usual, wrestling content that you guys have seen the past months. I do intend on actually getting down and starting on really addressing some of the topics that I had written down for my Hidden Homeless series. So look for that. But I also want to try new content. I want to try doing, exercise live streams, cooking live streams, house cleaning live streams, like just, more time to hang out with you guys and be here while you guys are doing your own thing during the day. For those of you that work from home, or even if you're at work and you just want something to kind of chill with. The only downside of that is that I can't have my music on because it's going to get claimed. But I'll find a way. I'll find a way, whether that's having my headphones in so that I can still hear you guys, but also hear my music. Because you can do that. That is possible. I've realized how to do that in a way. Especially if it's on the same device. So if I'm live streaming from here, I could have Spotify open at the same time, which may not, like the bandwidth may not like that because my bandwidth isn't the greatest, but we'll see. But I'm wanting to try new things this year. Things that I've wanted to do for the past 5-6 years that I haven't had the opportunity or the ability to. Plus I get to trade in my phone at some point this year. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get another Z Flip. I've loved the Z Flip 5. I've loved it. It's come in handy, but I think I'm going to go back to the bar phone. I might actually keep this and just pay the fee that I'll owe them by that point, because I got it on a contract. So if I don't return it, they'll just charge me for the rest of the price of the phone, which is fine because I'll just pay that down. But and I'm going to do another live stream about life updates and what my plans for 2026 in my personal life are, because that might coincide with some of the plans I have for this channel, but it's also separate, and I also want to have its own separate stream so that it doesn't it doesn't interfere, because I want to have separate live streams for stuff. Like I want to differentiate live streams, unless and I really want to start using community posts a lot more. I've tried to let you guys know if, oh, by the way, I know I was supposed to live stream SmackDown, but I forgot today that they were in Germany, and that meant it would start sooner. So I went live at the usual time and watched it live. But I want to try and utilize that in many ways, whether that be documenting stuff. I also want to try and get into doing shorts, like YouTube shorts. I don't know how that's going to look with live streams, but might start filming some separate content for that. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I just 2026 is going to be very interesting for this channel. And I think living in a more rural community than I did years ago when I was making the diverse content the first time around, it hinders, because I wish I was in a bigger community, but at the same time, it also presents opportunities to make a different kind of diverse content. So let's see what happens in the next year. But if you guys have ideas, or you guys have pro tips that you'd like to share on how I can make the present content that I'm putting out every week better, feel free to leave it in the comments. I try and read all comments. I may not respond to all of them, but I do read them and I take them into consideration. Yeah. So anyways, guys, have a good night. I'm going to go try and have a quick walk, depending on what the weather's like. I'm layered up to the nines, so it might be a bit cold out, but I think I'll be prepared for it. But anyways, I will see you guys probably Monday for Monday Night Raw. But if I decide to go live and start doing my exercise journey, I'll probably go live before then. So if anything, I'm going to try and post when I'm going to go live on the community tab. So keep an eye on the community tab on my channel for just updates in general. I might give like, hey, this is what the next live's going to be about. And I'm also going to start trying to schedule streams this year, especially so that you guys can, when you guys find my channel, if I have a live stream coming up, you can get notified so that you can come and join it. Because I know going live last minute doesn't allow for that. So I want to try and have a little more community-minded management going forward in terms of planning live streams, etc. Like I'm still going to have some, last minute going live. But yeah, if anything, just keep an eye on the community tab. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you have notifications on, because that way you'll know when I go live, when I post something on the community tab, and when I upload something or when I add a short or this, that, or the other. Yeah, other than that, feel free to go back and watch some of my old content from years past. I did that recently. And some of the stuff I used to upload it's so cringe, but it's so funny because it's so cringe. It's so cheesy, but it's so funny. But yeah, I can't believe that my Shane and Stephanie tribute has like the views it does. Like that's insane. All these years later, it's crazy. And I appreciate people that have been watching my old content, and feel free to comment on any of that. I'm gonna try and diversify the content so it's not just wrestling live streams I'm going to try a few different things, and feel free to let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to try or look into or talk about. Because I want to, also have some interactive live streams as well. So if you guys say, hey, I want to hear your thoughts on this, that, or the other, cool. I'm going to try and keep politics out of it as much as possible. I want to try and keep it positive. Like even when I'm talking about some of the negative things that I've experienced, I want to try and have a positive perspective on it. Constructively critical, not destructively critical. Just because I want to be a positive influence on people, regardless. I don't want to be part of the toxic internet community. I want to be part of the positive internet community and so I'm going to monitor comments. And I'm hoping that you guys will respect that and understand that. Yeah, so that's all for now. Happy New Year, guys, to anybody that hasn't gotten into any of my live streams since last year. It's crazy to say last year, even though I want to say last month, because it was last month. But here's to a good 2026 for everybody. So hopefully you'll stick around and check out what I have to offer the next year on this channel. And if you have any ideas or things that you'd like me to consider in terms of diversifying my content, feel free to let me know in those comments. All right. Have a good night, guys. See you next time.